Hi, in this video we are going to understand how to send a sample or an easy quote on flatpebble.com to any customer. So typically you would look at your email and check the requirements of the jobs that are emailed to you every day. And this is how a daily job digest from Flatpebble looks like. So it's a summary of all the jobs that you get and that is posted by the customers. So you get to see a brief detail and then you can decide on which one you like to quote. So you can go ahead and click on apply now and it will take you to the job details page. So coming to the job details page, this is how a typical page looks like. You know the customer's name and you know when he posted the request, and then you know whether the event or the job is active or not. So after that you see the information as to how many credits will be debited when you respond to this job. And this does not necessarily mean that you need to respond, because on Flatpebble you get to control your credits and decide whether you want to apply to a job or not. And it will also show you how many credits you have. So coming down to the details, you see that it's a wedding in Chennai and it's for 2 days, and then the customer prefers a localite. So it wouldn't make sense for you to expect a travel and accommodation reimbursement from the client. So after that, coming down to the client activity, the customer came to the website yesterday because they just posted it yesterday, and then you can see how many quotes are received and how many quotes the customer read. So in this case the customer still hasn't read the quote that they've got, and you can also see how many phone numbers and emails they've viewed and whether they have been talking to people or not. So coming to the key things that needs to be focused on is the customer's budget and the lowest quote that the customers already received. It also shows the completeness of the quote that they've already got. So customer is getting all the services at a much lesser price than their own budget. Coming down to the event, it's only the wedding, and then these are the requested services. You can also see what is the event details in this area, and since this is a sample job, there's only test here. So if you look at the services that is requested, it's already pre-checked. You just have to mention your quote and your offering over here. So going down to typing a quote, you type in how much your cost per service is, and you type in what exactly you're going to offer and why a customer has to pay you 7,000 or 8,000 for that particular service. So you mention one traditional photographer for all events. Candid, suppose you're charging 20,000, and you mention one candid photographer capturing the candid moments. And coming down to videography again, mention one videographer, and you can also mention the quality of the video. So you mention photo book as 5,000 rupees, mention that it will have 25 sheets, non-tearable, and will have 300 pictures. So if the customer wants more details, they will ask you about it, but this is some basic information that you can give. All pics will be edited and delivered. It will be great if you could mention the delivery time, because the customer has more trust based on that. If you want to give anything additional, you can check that and mention your quote, either if it's an extra charge or not, and then you can leave in a specific message and also preview the quote. So this is how your quote will look to a customer. So it's very important to have a great cover picture, get reviews done because the reviews are very clearly highlighted, and yeah, you just go ahead and send in your quote. Well, that's about it. So your quote has been emailed and SMS to the customer, and you will receive a notification when the customer reads the quote.